What is up, future millionaires? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Ellie Talks Money. And in today's video, I'm gonna talk to you guys about a really important subject and actually something you guys have asked me a lot about, especially considering that I live abroad. You guys know I'm in Senegal, West Africa, and that I've had my business now for almost 4 years. So that is, how do I pay myself? Now, I talked to you guys a lot about being a business owner and how you should pay yourself properly, legally, and also the benefits of paying yourself when it comes to tax strategy, but also when it comes to being able to really fund your business. I will tell you, there is nothing more liberating and just freeing than you being in charge of your own payroll. When I want to give myself a raise, I can give myself a raise. When I want to give myself vacation time, I can give myself vacation time. When I want to adjust any of my benefits as an employee, I can do that because I'm also the employer, right? Being the owner of my business. So we're going to get into all these great details, but I've been using Gusto for the last 2 years or more in my business. This is how I pay myself. This is how I pay my team. It's really an absolute amazing tool that I don't know where I would be without. So I'm gonna talk to you guys about how to pay yourself and show you how you can do it with Gusto. Let's get right in the video.
Ellie talks money to create the better days. Business, money, life, the Ellie way.
All right, y'all, so the basics of paying yourself. I just wanna give you guys a really quick breakdown. Now, when you start your business and you are an LLC, paying yourself is what is called taking an owner's draw, okay? Now, in this case, you are not technically running payroll. You are simply allocating an amount that you need to pay yourself as the owner of the business and transferring that from your business account to your personal account, or you could use any other payment platform. So that would be the way that you do this as an LLC. Now, for many of you guys, when you're first starting your business, that is the way that you pay yourself until you become an S corporation. Now, becoming an S corporation is very easy to do. I have other videos on how to become an S corp, so make sure that you click on some of those linked below. But in the simplest explanation, you qualify to be an S corp once your business is generating $40,000 to $50,000 in revenue on a yearly basis. And that typically is when, the process of becoming an S corp is justified, okay? And also when the tax savings make the most sense. So when you become an S corporation, now your company is able to pay you as a W-2 employee. So you'll get a pay stub, you'll get, a W-2, and your company will file its taxes, and then you as the employee, of course, will file your taxes. So this can be a great tax benefit in order for your business taxes to be lower. That's really the main benefit of why I did it and why so many business owners do it. Now, of course, based on your business situation, I tell you guys all the time, always talk to a CPA, make sure that you're making the decision that makes the most sense for you. But those are really the two different ways that this conversation about paying yourself can go. Now, we're gonna talk about paying yourself as an employee of your business, but also how you can pay your team using amazing applications like Gusto. So I wanna tell you guys, when I first, was in position to pay myself, and when I first, expanded my team beyond just myself and my amazing customer service manager, Gina, it was really like, wow, I have this responsibility to make sure that my team gets paid. And, I take it very seriously because that contributes to a positive company culture, if you will. The people that work with me, helping me to build this brand, helping me to, influence and inspire and educate hundreds of thousands of people daily through my platforms. I want to make sure they're paid on time. I want to make sure that they feel absolutely rewarded for the work that they're doing. And the least I can do is make sure that their payroll comes when it's supposed to come, and make sure that it's also a really seamless process for them getting registered on payroll. So I can show you a lot better than I can tell you. I'm going to show you guys how user-friendly Gusto is and just give you a little bit of a breakdown as to what it means to hire yourself as an employee, and also how you can use Gusto to pay your team when you're ready, right? What I love most about this is that it's gonna be here for you when you grow. When we first started using Gusto, there was maybe 3 or 4 of us, and now I have a team of 12, okay? So it can grow with you as you grow, which makes it even more accessible. So let's take a look at what Gusto looks like. All right, y'all. So welcome to Gusto. And I have something really exciting for you guys. When you get started with Gusto, because you guys are my money community, you're going to get 6 months free. Okay. That's a whole half a year. All right. So I definitely want you guys to know to take advantage of that amazing offer. But let's go ahead and scroll through so you can really understand what Gusto can do for you at whatever phase of business you're in. So of course you can pay your employees. In my case, I am an employee of my business, so I pay myself. And then I also pay my team who are currently contractors in my business. What I love about Gusto is that they're going to make your tax registration really easy. They file your taxes and federal taxes on your behalf because, if you're like me, even being in my 4th year of business, things like taxes, it's a foreign language to me. So the fact that Gusto can really get the job done for you, top tier. Absolute direct deposit. So you're getting paid easily. Your team is getting paid easily. And then let me break this down for you guys. So as a business, right, being your company, when you are in a position to hire employees or to hire yourself as an employee, you're also able to provide benefits. Okay. So think about when you've gone to get a job, how that job gave you, life insurance, health insurance, daycare benefits, maybe you might have had a phone stipend, you might have had a travel stipend, right? All these different benefits. These are also benefits that you can decide to provide to your employees as the owner of the company, right? This is just fantastic. And of course, there's some great tax benefits connected to that, but things like 401k, workers' comp, right? Just so many things that now you, being the employee of your business or having employees, can create this amazing benefits package that anyone would love and desire, right? And I think that's so amazing because you guys tell me all the time, well, Ellie, I'm afraid to leave my job because I don't want to lose my benefits. And I'm always telling you guys, you don't have to lose your benefits. You can still have health insurance. You can still have all the other, even more benefits maybe than your current job is providing you. You just have to make sure that you get set up and then to use a provider like Gusto to get it done. So when I've needed help with Gusto, they're always there. And I just want to show you guys how they compare to other providers, okay? So let's take a look, okay? Now I'm all about, am I really working with the best? And in this case, yes. I knew I loved Gusto already, but when I was able to see that this is how they compare across the board, it was a no-brainer. So as you can see, they've got 100 score as compared to other popular competitors like ADP, which I'm sure you've heard of. And I'm going to make sure that this is linked down below so that you guys can also go through and see how they compare to OnPay, to Paychecks, to QuickBooks, right? And that is so fantastic because you really want to ensure that you're getting a great service. And this shows you how great of a service you're getting. So make sure you guys go and do this comparison, okay? And again, you are getting 6 months free when you use my link because you guys are part of the Ellie Talks Money family. So I want you to make sure that you click that down below and get started ASAP. All right, let's get back into the video. I told you guys I can show you so much better than I can explain it to you. And for all the reasons I mentioned, Gusto has been the absolute best choice for my business. Now, you guys know I've been growing with you and your businesses for the last 4 years, especially if you've been following me since 2020. You're at the phase now where it's probably time for you to start considering payroll, to start using an actual platform to pay contractors and to pay a team, even if it's just one person. And what I want to say too is that I know taking this next step, right, of hiring yourself as an employee or, having a team that you pay on a monthly basis, I know it can feel a little bit intimidating. And that's how I felt when I started. But, using the right platforms like Gusto really truly takes that stress away because you know that all you have to focus on is running your business, is creating your content, connecting with your audience, creating community, making sales, getting your team paid. Gusto is going to take care of that. Making sure you have, all your tax registrations, Gusto is going to take care of that. And as I mentioned earlier, the fact that you can call them and get support when you need it is really A1. That is top tier. and it really just helps you to feel 100% supported as a business owner. So the key takeaways from this video are: when you are an LLC, you can still pay yourself. That is considered an owner's draw. Once your business is growing and you have, contractors, or you're ready to pay yourself as an employee, make sure that you are using Gusto to facilitate all of this, okay? This makes it so easy. If you are working with the same contractors on a monthly basis, sign up with Gusto so you can make this process easy and make it really possible for you to file your taxes the right way, keep everything organized, and just make the back end of your business run as smoothly as possible, all right? Now, for any other questions that you have about hiring yourself, paying yourself, make sure you check out my other videos, but also comment below so I can make a part 2 to this. Now, don't forget, you get 6 months free with Gusto. So get that link in the description, and also make sure that you go poke around on the website, look at the amazing benefits that Gusto has as compared to its competitors, just so that you're 100% sure that it is the right decision for you. Because I know it is, all right? Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.